Good morning, everyone, and happy Monday. Welcome to Wish Upon a Pod with me, Bethany, aka Tinkerbeth.
And me, Shannon, aka Shannon Fantasyland. It's time to make your Mondays a little more magical. This is the podcast that mixes Disney magic and real life friendship, discussing everything from Disney parks and cruise ships to music, movies, and beyond.
Whether you're a die-hard Disney fan or just chasing a little wonder in your week, Wish Upon a Pod is your cozy corner of magic, mayhem, and friendship.
And on this week's episode, the topic on the table is what makes a Disney adult.
Okay,
I'm excited about this one.
I feel like I'm going to get vexed.
I feel like this is going to be a very ranty, tangent-y episode.
I feel like everyone's a tangenty episode, if I'm
We
honest.
know we love a
But
tangent.
this is
This
what you
one I
guys
feel
are here
like
for.
exactly that's what we are. But this one I feel like definitely, because there's a lot of controversy and hatred towards us, isn't there? And
Yeah,
it
I
bugs
mean,
us.
well, what is a Disney adult?
I mean, I feel like it's one of them things. It's different for everyone to a certain degree, because some Disney adults aren't necessarily going to be like parks people, where me and you, I think the parks is like the main or one of the main things about it, but
Mhm.
not necessarily every Disney adult is a parks person. So I feel like it's slightly different to everyone, but it is purely the love of Disney and having that magical feeling every time you step into a park, watch a film. You love the merch, you love just love everything about Disney, and un unforgivingly just
Yeah, you're
have your heart and
unapologetic
soul.
about it.
That's the word I was looking for.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I thought it was.
Unapologetically just love it with absolutely everything of your being. And we get so much hatred for it. And why?
I mean, but this is the thing, like, obviously I consider myself a Disney adult. You consider yourself
Mhm.
a Disney adult.
Yes.
Jack says he's not a Disney adult. In
Hmm.
my eyes, he is. He
Yeah.
literally has Disney tattoos on him, blah blah blah,
Yeah.
But I think there's a layer of the people call people Disney adults because they, and I'm guilty of it myself, they make their whole personality around Disney,
Yeah. 100%.
and I
Definitely.
mean 100% guilty of it. Don't really care though. But this is the thing, like Disney adult, compliment or insult or both.
Most people, I feel like, would say it's an insult. And I just think, why is that typical thing, isn't it? Hasn't Wall got a quote about it? Like, if it makes you happy, it doesn't have to make sense to anybody else. Is that, I feel like that's a Wall quote.
It rings a bell.
And it's exactly that. Something brings someone so much joy. Why do people feel the need to hate on it? And
Like my prep for this episode is
mhm,
like a load of random stuff, and at the end, it's just like life's hard. Let people like things. Why?
exactly
What?
that.
What does someone else's happiness and enjoyment of something take away from you?
Yeah, definitely.
Like, if someone called me a Disney adult, I'm gonna take it as a compliment. They probably
Too
mean
right.
it
Thank
as an
you.
insult,
Yeah.
but to me, I'm like, yeah, I'm a Disney adult. I'm
Yeah.
unapologetically a Disney adult,
Yes, exactly.
you
And
know?
I think what's different to us loving going to the parks, loving watching the films, loving everything Disney, to someone else, say a sports fan, for example, going to football games constantly, going to NFL games constantly, whatever it is.
This is my big thing because a lot of people will go like, oh, but Disney adults spend thousands and thousands of pounds or dollars on Disney. And it's like, whoa, like I we spend a lot of money going to football games.
Yeah,
Americans probably spend a
yeah,
hell of a lot more going to American
yeah.
football games. Yet you don't get, there's no
Hmm.
like stereotype or bad connotation to a sports fan. Again, like there's other fandoms like Swifties. Obviously, there is like a bit about Swifties, but it's not the same.
Yeah,
Like it's not the same level. Even things like Marvel, Harry Potter, that are both very nerdy, magical in their own rights, both
yeah.
of them. But you say you're a Marvel fan, or you say you're a Harry Potter fan, and you don't get the look. You say you're a
Not
Disney
at
fan,
all.
and it's
It's
like,
oh God, you're
oh,
such a child, and that vexes me. What's wrong with it being, in to a certain degree? When people go, "Oh, it's so childish," it is in the best way possible.
hmm.
Because
But
what
it's
is right?
not. I wouldn't say childish. It's nostalgic.
Exactly that. That is one of the
There's
words that I wrote down in capital letters. Nostalgia.
nostalgia and comfort is
Yes.
you know, obviously childish, immature goes alongside nostalgia and comfort, but just because something's old and maybe tailored sometimes towards kids doesn't mean you can't enjoy it as an adult.
No, what is wrong with going into a place, whether it's a park or not, going into a specific place where it makes you unbelievably happy? You forget about all your day-to-day troubles, everything that is going on in your life and in the world and everything. Literally, you just forget about all of it. And it has got that kind of childish excitement about it. And it makes you feel like a child inside because of how magical and exciting and everything is. What is wrong with that? If something makes you feel like that, what is wrong with that? Why do people feel the need to hate on it so much? Because someone else could have that exact same feeling about going to a football game or a Taylor Swift concert. It makes you feel that magic. So why is it okay for everyone else to have them things and it's absolutely fine, but Disney adults, it's like, ugh. I don't understand it.
But also, like, I consider myself a Disney adult, but that doesn't mean Disney is the only thing I like.
No,
You know what I mean? Like,
exactly.
if you're watching, you can see, like, I'm a book girly. That doesn't,
Yeah.
that doesn't have the same tone to it either. I love Newcastle United. I love football. I like
Hmm.
wrestling. I like Harry Potter. But none of the
Exactly.
other things I like come with this same,
Stigma and
yeah,
yeah.
stigma. That is the word. Like, I just don't.
Yes.
I can't get my head around it. When did people start like decide that people just can't enjoy things?
Yeah, exactly that. Yeah.
Like that's what
It
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 is.
makes you laugh though. At this point, I think I'm past the point of it bugging me. Like I've got family members and stuff and other friends that kind of sometimes go, oh, like Disney again. And I just think like I'm past the point of letting it bother me. I used to kind of really have my back up about it and would start arguments with like close family and friends and stuff about it. And I am so past it bothering me because I just think it makes me happy. Leave me alone. Like
It
if
just
something
rolls off
really bothers you that
eventually.
much, go away. Do you know what I
Yeah.
mean?
I feel like it's the same thing like people say, oh, you're holidaying there again. And it's like people I work with go to the same hotel in the same country
Hmm.
year after year after. Like Jack's parents, they like to go to one hotel in Egypt and they go
Yeah.
there every year. But no one bats an
What's
eyelid.
different? No, exactly. What's the difference? And the thing is, what people don't tend to understand is going to Walt Disney World. Yes, you can go every single year. And even if you do stay at the same hotel, there is so much to do that you have a completely different trip every single time you go. There are still things that we haven't done in Walt Disney World, and we've been 6 times together. Like,
Yeah.
it's not like you're just going to a beach resort or wherever it is you go. But if that's what you want to do, if that makes you happy, crack on. Leave us alone.
Yeah, right. Like who cares? Who
Yeah,
cares?
yeah,
I think
literally.
that's my basic thing. Like, when did we get to like the point where people just hate when adults visibly enjoy something?
Yeah,
It's like we
exactly.
all should have to be miserable and not enjoy our lives. Like we should go to our job and we should come home and that should just be it, and we shouldn't have
Yeah,
any passions at all. Like it
yeah.
just like I just don't get it.
And because we like meeting Mickey Mouse and Donald Duck and stuff, we're sad, immature children.
Yeah. Or like,
It-
okay, it probably is immature to be
who
excited to meet
cares?
Mickey Mouse once a year, but it brings me joy.
Exactly. Leave me alone. I full well know what's going on. I'm not stupid, but at the
It's
same time,
also pretty immature and sad to get upset when your football team loses.
it is. But yet again, you see people absolutely sobbing about it.
Yeah,
But
I've
again,
I have cried when
you
Newcastle have lost a
exactly,
big game before, like
exactly. But
because you're
it's a
invested,
good
you're
thing to be,
passionate.
yes, exactly. It's a good thing to be so invested in something that you care about so much.
Can you
So
imagine not having something that you're passionate about, like not having
that's what's
something you're
sad.
invested in?
That's what's sad. If people feel I think sometimes people feel the need to moan at you about it and like comment about it because you're so obsessed with something and there is something that means so much to you. Is it because some people don't necessarily have that and don't have that attachment to something? Because if so, I feel for them. Not in a horrible way, but that's sad. Like I want everyone to have something that they are so passionate about the same way we are with Disney and other things.
Yeah, it's a
It's
beautiful
important.
thing to be able to for example, start a podcast about a topic that you love with your best friend that you can talk about
Exactly.
for hours and hours and hours and hours, like I couldn't imagine not having something that I
Not
was so
having that.
passionate about.
Yeah.
Like
And
I
it doesn't
feel
matter
like
what it is. That's the thing. Whether it's Disney or whether it's the other billion and one things that it could be, it doesn't matter what it is. But it's so important to have something that you are passionate about and that you care about. Yeah,
what else do you
I just
do
don't get
otherwise? I don't.
exactly, exactly. I just don't get what has started it. In all honesty, because I think it makes me think of like the Swifties, for example. And when the Eras tour was going on last year, all of the wristbands and everything, everyone was full on dressing up like head to toe in like Taylor Swift outfits and stuff. And you could see the community there. You could see like they had something in connection with each other straight away. And that was like this big, amazing thing. Yes, obviously you do get some people that hate on Swifties and Taylor Swift fans in general, but 90% of the stuff that you saw was look how amazing all of this is. Like Taylor Swift fans are going like full on for it. Yet we wear merchandise, we dress up in like Disney bands and stuff, and we're like, oh my god, you're such a sado. What's the difference?
Yeah. But
Yeah, I
yeah.
just I don't understand it.
So here's the thing, okay? There are things that both of us do that are 100% cringe to do
Of
with
course.
being a Disney adult because I think it is
Yeah.
part of it. But then again, also the same thing with like football fans and Taylor Swift fans and everyone
Hmm.
else. There's always something that's cringe. But what is something that is a stereotype for a Disney adult that you do that you're guilty of being cringy in the Disney adult way? That people, other people who
Oh
aren't Disney
god.
adults who they look down on. Do you feel like you've got something that?
I feel like there are a few that quite a few people could say are cringe. Like I think the main one is wearing like Disney merch at home and wearing it
Mhm.
like bounding as much as sometimes we do to the park. A lot of people say that that's really cringy. Um, yeah, I don't know. There's probably millions, but in my head, I'm like, I love it. Leave me alone. Do you know what I
Yeah, yeah,
mean?
no, absolutely. I'm just thinking like it's just fun to talk
What?
about. I feel like sometimes you've got to admit.
Oh, 100%. What are you thinking? What's in your
I
head?
mean, like I think the collection of for both of us, the amount of like ears we
Oh
have,
yes.
considering that we don't wear them anywhere other than the parks
Yeah.
because we're not that level of cringe. However, we have I've got at least 15 pairs.
um,
Shannon's got double.
I've got nearly 30.
Yeah, double.
And
See?
that's just ears. That's just ears. Yeah, I do have an unhealthy obsession with buying ears and bum bags and
Mhm.
lounge flies. I'm starting to go off a little bit because I'm getting the bum bags a lot more. But either way, yeah, I do have an unhealthy obsession with spending a lot in the parks, and we have spoken about that on many occasions.
Absolutely. But like it's just like things like that. Like another thing that I think I'm very guilty of that is like your stereotypical Disney adult is like crying at everything to
Yeah,
do with
I don't
Disney.
think that's. I wouldn't say that's cringy though. I just think like
But yeah, but not for us because we do it.
no,
I'm
other
talking
people.
about,
Oh god,
yeah,
yeah,
like the stereotypes of what people go, oh, Disney adults, they are so childish and immature and they're obsessed with ears and they cry at everything and they know all the
yeah,
ride words off by heart. Do you know what I mean? Like those things where people are
yeah,
like, and I think it's interesting to talk about what other people think Disney adults are. And although we don't agree with, I don't think that is what a Disney adult is. I think what a Disney adult is someone who seeks nostalgia and comfort in their love and emotional depth for Disney.
yeah,
And
yeah,
that's
yeah.
what I think it is. However, that's not how other people see it. And I think
No,
it's
definitely.
interesting to then compare ourselves and be like, okay,
We
yeah,
do do
maybe
this.
we maybe we do fit into that category as
Oh,
well.
we definitely do. Both of them that you've mentioned, we
Yeah.
we do it 100%. Like I have never watched Happily Ever After or Fantasmic and not bawled my eyes out like a baby. Yeah, it's the first time normally I walk into the park, Magic Kingdom, I'm crying like a child. The second I see the castle, like, but it is just that it's because it's that place that makes us feel like nowhere else in the world does.
See, I agree with you. I feel like we focused already on this episode too much on the parks. Because
Yeah,
for
I mean,
me, at least, that is only half of my Disney.
Okay. See,
It's
to
not
me,
the
I'd say it's a lot more
majority.
than half. It's not
Yeah.
the majority. Okay.
I would
To
say
me,
I'm
it's probably like,
50-50.
I would say 70-30, probably more parks for
So
me.
you went to the parks as a kid, right?
Yes, exactly. So that's the nostalgia side of it is I
It's
remember this when I was like 2 years old and up kind of thing.
Yeah.
So
So I went to
yeah,
Paris a couple times as a kid, but my nostalgia of Disney is watching
the
the
film.
films and singing the songs and stuff with my family and
Yeah.
like being obsessed. Like I had a CD, like a Disney song CD, and it had three CDs. And the first two had normal songs, and the third one was a karaoke version
I
with a
love
little
that.
booklet at the back with the lyrics. I didn't
Yeah.
need the booklet, guys. Let's be honest. But like I still have it. It's upstairs in the
Oh,
loft.
that's
Like
so
it's
sweet
it's in
though.
my little memory box. Because
Yeah.
I listened to that soundtrack repeatedly over and over and over again with my family. Like so for me, it's not just the nostalgia of the parks. Because to be fair, I went to Paris a couple times as a kid, but I didn't go to Disney World till 2017. So I was
Yeah.
what, 19. So for me,
Yeah. So your nostalgia is a fairly like
it's a fairly
short
new.
time in that. Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
So the nostalgia for me comes from the films and things like that,
Yeah.
to be honest. But
Definitely. I'd say where the nostalgia side is. I mean, like Beauty and the Beast growing up was my favorite film, and it would like watching the show in Hollywood studios. The nostalgia of that isn't necessarily the show, it's watching that film with my mum on the sofa, cuddled up. Like if I was ever like ill off school one day, that would be the film that we would like curl up on the sofa and watch Beauty and the Beast. Like that was our thing. So I think the magical side of that and the thing that sometimes gets me choked up watching that is the memories of
hmm
watching them films growing up and like all of the IP and stuff that you get in the parks is based on their memories,
hmm
isn't it?
But this is the thing, like being a Disney adult is finding the comfort in
Exactly.
Disney. Like just
Yeah.
hearing a song or going on Disney Plus and picking a film that you used to watch, and it just brings that layer of joy, of just like warmth, I think.
Yeah, definitely.
It's not childish and immature. It doesn't mean we're obsessed with Disney 24/7. It doesn't mean we live at the parks. It doesn't mean we sit at home with our Mickey ears on. Like that's not that's the stereotype of what people see in their heads when they think Disney adult.
Yes.
That's not what it is.
Not at all. Like, yeah, I mean, don't get me wrong, I would love to live in the parks. And if I could get away with room that many years every single day, I 100% would, but I'd look like a nutter.
See, I
But
think that's where we differ because I
in what
wouldn't
you wouldn't live in the parks?
either of those. I wouldn't live in the parks and I wouldn't
Really?
wear my ears every day.
Oh, my ears. When I mean, it's different, isn't it? But when you're in the parks, the merch and stuff just, I don't know, gives it just that extra bit of magic. And like,
Yeah,
I
but
want
do
to
you
bring
not
that magic
think if
home as much as I
you
can.
if you wore that every day, then the magic would fade? The same with being
Yeah,
at the
to a
parks
certain
all the
degree.
time. You wouldn't have that level. I think what makes it also magical for us is because we're so far away.
Yeah, I suppose so. But then you see people like that live in Orlando and do go to the parks like as their job, and you can still see how magical it is to them, I suppose.
But I
It's a
don't,
different
it's not the
type of magic,
same.
though,
I
isn't
don't
it?
think they get
No,
the same enjoyment and magic out of it that we do
we
because
do.
they still find that joy and excitement for going to like the other parks, like going to
Yeah,
Paris
true.
or the Asian
Yeah.
parks and things like that and getting that level of, and I think although obviously it would be really nice to live, not 5,000 miles away from Walt Disney World, I do think it adds a level of deeper joy, I guess.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah. And like you say, going there for just that 2 weeks a year, it's so magical because I haven't seen it in a year. This is the first time this year that I've seen the castle or whatever. Yeah, it's definitely more enhanced because of that. But I'd still love to live near the parks.
Yeah, I don't know. It just doesn't do it for me.
No.
No, I like the separation, I guess.
Do you get like when you're not at the parks though, do you get like really bad Disney blues? Or are you like
I mean, I think
when you're
I
when you're
think
on your way home, you have to
anyone
about it?
everyone gets Disney blues because people get
Yeah.
holiday blues. I think it's a very natural thing. I
Yeah.
think I got it less so the last trip, I felt like I was ready to come home. I was like,
Yeah,
cool, I'm good. I miss my cats. I'm ready to come home. And I feel like now that we've got the dog as well, that's going to add another layer of like, yes, I need to go home and see
definitely.
my baby.
Yes.
But like, I like our 2 week trips. And I like that I'm in my bubble, I'm having a great time, and I'm not that sad because I'm going again.
Okay, yeah, no, I agree. And I think I was different this time, knowing that we were coming back because obviously since we've become DVC members, knowing that you're probably already booked to come back, it's slightly different. There was always that thing of before we become DVC members, I would probably bawl my eyes out walking out of Magic Kingdom, or when you're in the Uber and you pass the Walt Disney World sign as you're like heading out of Walt Disney World, I sit in the Uber crying like an absolute idiot, and Ben's looking at me like, "What the hell are you doing?" Like, but yeah, I don't know. I think I absolutely hate coming home, as most people probably do. Absolutely hate it, and I'm on the plane and I'm like, yeah, I'm depressed now. It's horrible.
So back to like Disney adult. Is Ben a Disney adult?
I don't know because I say he is. He says he isn't. I don't think he's nowhere near the Disney level that we are. Even
But that
Jack
doesn't,
is.
that's not what I'm asking.
No, but I would still say he's a Disney adult. He would never ever admit it, but I would 100% still say he's a Disney adult because he is, whether he admits it or not, he is constantly going out on about the parks, about the cruises. He, yeah, 100% I'd say he is. Like, he gets excited about going on certain rides. Like, it was watching him become a galactic hero on Buzz and the excitement on his face because he was like, I've been trying to do this for ages. And it was that, again, magic that you see. He would hate me for saying it, but yes, he is a Disney adult.
Okay, interesting. I don't see him as one.
Do you not?
No.
Okay.
Because if I think about what we've spoke about in this episode of it being like a nostalgia comfort sort of thing,
Yeah,
I
there's
don't
no
think there's
nostalgia
that
there.
level for him. I think it's like this
No.
is a fun holiday and I enjoy myself.
Yes, I think he's becoming. He was never a Disney adult growing up.
Mm.
Disney was never a thing growing up.
But you
Like
can't be
even
a
like
Disney adult growing up, Shannon. It's not how it works.
okay, being a Disney child growing up, you know what I meant. But Disney was never really a thing for him growing up or anything. He was a Nickelodeon kid over Disney Channel. Like,
Okay. I feel
yeah,
like that.
Disney wasn't a thing.
I don't want to be a stereotype. I don't want to be that person, but I feel like that's a boy thing.
Yeah, I'd say so.
I feel like
Because I
Jack
mean,
was
there was
Nickelodeon.
but I feel
Or
like there were
Disney
Nickelodeon
XD. Do you
shows
remember Disney XD?
I do, but I never watched it.
Because it was like
Like,
a boy
it
channel.
was a boy thing,
Yeah.
wasn't it? Yeah, definitely. But I mean, I loved Nickelodeon, but Nickelodeon compared to Disney Channel, there's no competition. But I did still love Nickelodeon. Like it had Victorious and iCarly and all that stuff. But to him, it was like Disney Channel was not a thing. Go
Mm.
Disney parks, he probably didn't even know really anything about them or anything like that. He had never been to a park until 2022 when we went together for the first time. So his nostalgia again is very, very new where the parks are concerned. And same for the films as well. I think his love of it has forcibly come from me and him being together, whether he likes it or not.
Mm.
But yeah, I'd say he definitely wasn't a Disney adult. I'd say as years go on, like
I definitely
he
think
has,
he's becoming one.
yeah, definitely. I think just in the
I'm
last
not
like
sure if
two,
he
3 years,
falls into the category. I mean, but then it's
maybe he's
it's
like just under.
open to interpretation, isn't it? Like all things
Exactly.
are.
Yeah, because not every Disney adult is as bad as me and you are.
Hmm.
Like you don't have to be full on. Disney is like a
See,
huge
your
part of your
wording's
personality.
interesting as well because you've gone as bad as we are. So you've put a negative connotation on it.
Yeah, I don't mean it in a negative way though. I feel like
No,
that's
but
just stupid wording.
you
Okay,
naturally
as
have.
how else do you word that?
Well, I'm just saying, I'm like, I'm gonna psych now and
Yeah, all
dive
right.
deep into your thought processes and things. No, I'm not really, but it's just interesting because
Yeah.
although we both say we let it roll off our shoulders and we take it as a compliment and things like that, sometimes you get so much of the negativity that
Yeah, sometimes it
it
is
does
hard to
break
kind of
in.
let it. Yeah, definitely. Sometimes it is hard. And I think if you catch me in a bad mood, like, and then start saying it, it is gonna wind me up and it is gonna pee me off, and you probably will get a little snappy comment from me because just go away, like, just shut up. Do you know what I mean? But
Yeah,
yeah,
100%. Like it's just my like the whole thing is just like I don't understand why because it's grown adults that are calling people Disney adults in a negative way.
yeah,
Why can't people just be happy for other people and just let people live their lives?
yeah, exactly that. Yeah,
That's just
because
like I don't understand what brings a person to have those thoughts about another person they've never even met or don't know
yeah,
anything about. You know one thing about me. That
yeah,
doesn't make me.
doesn't define me. No, exactly. Like
Yeah.
there are other parts of me, and other I haven't more of a personality than just Disney. But yeah, I think one thing I just don't understand is other fandoms and fan bases and whatever have got so many things that they do exactly the same as what we do. It's just obviously not about Disney. So why did they not get the stigma that we do? Why did they not get like moaned about and whatever the same way that we do? That's what I genuinely don't get it.
If you're thinking about the parks as well, like if you said to someone that you were going to Florida and you were doing Universal, you wouldn't get the judgment that you get when you say you're going to Florida and doing Disney.
Yeah, exactly that.
But
And
what's
it
the
is that
difference?
thing of Universal is the grown up park, Disney is the childish park. And I've heard so many people that I personally know say that as well. Well, why are you not going to Universal? Because Universal's more for adults, isn't it? That's the big person park. Disney's just the childish ride. And I'm
Bearing in
like,
mind that at Universal is where people dress up in full Hogwarts outfits.
yeah,
You can wear
there's
the
there's
entire uniform. You're not even allowed to dress up properly at Disney.
no, exactly. There's no difference in terms of it just has a few more thrilling rides because that is how they choose to theme their parks. Doesn't mean that that's for adults and that's for children, not in any way, shape, or form. Like I keep saying like Walt Disney quotes, but it keeps making me think of like things how he done it as well because Disney is for the young and the young at heart.
Hmm.
Even Disney himself never said that Disney was for children. So where's the stigma come from of it's just for kids?
Well, it's the people that don't care about Walt, don't care about what he said, don't care about his legacy and what he wanted. Like
Yeah, that doesn't
those people
understand the
they
Disney
don't know
company.
the Walt quotes. They
No.
don't give a damn, I
They don't
guess.
know the Disney company. They don't, yeah, they just see it as childish cartoons and childish parks based around them childish cartoons. Like I feel like that's all these people see it as and don't actually know the history behind it and all the Imagineering side of it and all of that kind of stuff. So
And I feel like a
yeah.
lot of the people as well that have like points of view and have things to say have their fixations on things like Star Wars or
Yes.
Marvel. And you always get a little bit of a, do you know that Disney own them? Like,
Well, actually, exactly.
like you're a Disney adult. You are, like you
And
get a bit of
shut them up a little
satisfaction.
bit, which is
Yeah.
lovely.
But like again,
Yeah.
that's like Star Wars, a lot of dressing up.
Yeah, a hell of a lot of
Lot of
dressing up.
dressing up,
Yes.
lot of childish, immature things as people. I'm doing quote
Hmm.
marks. I know not everyone can see me. But like, but that doesn't get any level of hate or like obviously there is a little bit. There's always people who are unhappy that other people are happy at the end of the
Yeah,
day.
yeah, of course.
People dislike everything because
Yeah.
the human world, it's a mess. Um, but like it's just that why is Disney adults so much like more hated and more stigmatized than any other fandom?
I genuinely just don't understand it. That's the thing that I think annoys me is that I just don't get why, and I don't think why people like are so petty and like cruel about it. I just think like you live your life. I'm happy for you with whatever you're doing. Let me live my life, and you be happy for me with whatever I'm doing. It's as simple as that. Let me be happy with what I'm doing. Let you be happy with what you're doing. It's that simple. Leave me alone.
Yeah, life is short. Live your life how you want to.
Exactly.
Who cares? Like, stop. Like, because the thing is, as well, you can say it as many times as you want, but the amount of people that like they keep coming at you and stuff, eventually you start to
Yeah.
think, like, people do start to think, oh, maybe I shouldn't be liking this. Maybe I shouldn't be enjoying this. Like maybe I shouldn't post that post. Maybe I shouldn't put that reel up. Like
And how sad is it that people actually feel like they can't be their authentic self and they can't love the things that they love because they're scared about how people are going to interpret it? Like, how sad is that?
it's so sad. Like it's just I don't know. I think the world is hateful. And I think if you can
Hmm.
find the joy in anything and you want to shout about it, I think you should.
Good for you.
Yeah,
100%. Yes. Yeah, definitely. If we want to go to a Disney park in our bound of our favourite characters, wearing our Mickey bum bags, wearing our mini ears, and having the best time in the world, good for us.
100%.
Yeah.
Absolutely. Thank you for joining two Disney adults as they discuss everything about Disney adults and
As
go on
they
a little
rant
rant.
constantly.
Well, sometimes it's like I feel like this is like therapy.
Yeah, it is. It definitely is. And sometimes you need a little bit of a rant.
Yeah, I mean, all of our episodes are very positive and they're very happy. And sometimes it's nice to just be like, hey guys, people suck.
Ah, literally.
They do.
Yes. Yes. Well, thank you all so much for listening, guys. I'll see you next week.
See you next week.